Today, we're diving deep into a roadmap that's not just about reaching a destination, but savoring every step of the journey. Before we unfold the roadmap, let's talk about the foundations, the importance of crafting goals that resonate with your true self. Fulfillment begins with authenticity. What makes your heart sing? What ignites your passion? Welcome back to Floductivity with Kara Dempsey. I'm Kara, your guide on this journey of happiness and fulfillment. In this episode, we're going to explore together. So grab yourself a drink, get your journal, and get comfy because we're about to dive in. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to my new comfy setup. I want to bring more of a vibe that we're hanging and we're talking about our goals. So the first aspect we're going to talk about is what is the foundation of fulfillment and how can we get there? So the first aspect of fulfillment is reflecting on your true self. And what does that mean? Get your journal and I want you to write at the top of the page, my true self. And this is where you're going to take time to reflect on your values. This is where you create toolkits that you can cultivate the joy and the fulfillment in your daily life. What are those little things that you can add in there? Is it a certain song you can dance to? Is it walking outside for a few minutes? Sit down and then allow yourself to reflect on past experiences. Think about the times where you felt most alive, in the times that you felt aligned with yourself. So feel free to pause this episode if you want to dive into that now or save it for a time where you can really focus on yourself. Next up is identifying your core values. Identify the values that are important to you, can help guide your actions and decisions. So on the next page, you're going to get clear on your core values. Consider what principles and beliefs that you hold dear to your heart and how they've shaped your life. It's important to prioritize your values that deeply resonate with your authentic self and bring a sense of fulfillment. The next aspect is clarifying your passions and interests. This is where you really get clear on the toolkits that you can build for yourself, the different things that bring out your creativity, the things that bring mindfulness and peace, activities that bring rejuvenation. Have a place where you can list different activities, hobbies, or subjects that spark excitement and enthusiasm within you. This is when you want to pay attention to when you lose track of time because you're so immersed in the experience that's right in front of you. We're not just setting goals anymore, we are setting authentic goals. These goals are going to be based off of your reflections that align with your core values and passions. This is when you want to consider short-term and long-term goals that resonate with your true self. It's important for you to set goals that are meaningful and inspiring that reflect your deepest desires and reflections. The next aspect is making sure you have a place to build your goals and your dreams. Is it writing? Is it a specific journal that you've set aside that you can get clear on your goals? Is it a vision board you have on your wall? Or you can even do a digital vision board that's easy to switch out and move around your dreams and desires. This is a place where you capture your dreams and your aspirations, something that you can look at and be able to assess if you're still aligned with it. You can use words, you can use pictures. It's up to you that's going to find the way that is going to help you captivate the feeling of those goals and dreams. This is where you capture your ideal life and how you can create fulfilling goals for yourself. Or you can just use a journal to document the feelings, thoughts, and progress of the things that you're taking action towards. So the next step is taking inspired action. It is really important to have a place where your visions live. And then from there, you take this big vision or goal and you break it down into smaller steps. This helps you see the progress that you can make and be consistent in your actions. This is a place where you can be open to opportunities and experiences that are aligned with your authentic self and move you closer to fulfillment. I am someone that has all the things. I have a journal, I have a task management site that helps me break down my goals into smaller steps, and I have a printed vision board on my wall, and I have a digital one that I can go through and get pictures off of Canva. I'll put that free template in the show notes below if that's something that interests you. I also have a blank journal on Amazon that says keep dreaming so that you have a place you can work toward your goals. All those resources will be in the show notes. The next thing is staying connected to your authentic self. This is really important, and this is where I talk about building the toolkits for you to stay aligned. Because we aren't meant to be high vibe all the time. So, what are the toolkits we can build to help support us in all the seasons of life? It's important to have a reflection practice in your daily life to see how your work and home tasks affected you. It's important for you to regularly check in that your goals and your actions remain aligned with your true self. It's important to have self-awareness and incorporating mindfulness so that you stay grounded in your actions and goals as well. And it's also important to surround yourself with other like-minded people who encourage you to show up authentically in your journey. And the last aspect of this is celebrating your progress. Remember to celebrate each milestone and achievements along your journey towards fulfillment. It's important to acknowledge the progress that you've made and the growth that you have put into yourself. So remember to take time to appreciate the journey and the joy that you get when you are able to live authentically. Now that we've set the foundation, let's talk about signposts of your signature. These are the moments where you are aligned with your design. We are going to identify and discuss the different human design types with their signature. This is when you are in alignment with your design and you're not self-theme, when you need to reevaluate how you are using your energy. It is beautiful that we have these markers that are built within us to allow us to see where we can get back on path with our desires. So if you're a generator, your not self theme is frustration. If you're a manifesting generator, this section also applies to you. So when you are experiencing frustration, this is an opportunity for you to look at what you're spending your time on. It gives you an opportunity to see if your energy has stopped flowing and if you're trying to force something that isn't in alignment with your energy. Frustration is a sign you are no longer using your energy efficiently. As a generator, our goal is to feel satisfaction. So, what in your daily life cultivates the feeling of satisfaction? And making sure that you have satisfaction to help your energy cultivate your dreams and goals. If you are a manifesting generator, you have that aspect of a generator looking for satisfaction, and frustration is also your not self theme. But you also have anger as your not self theme. If you have anger coming through, are you not speaking up, or is someone trying to direct your actions? So when you have anger and frustration coming up, this is an opportunity for you to see where energetically you can reassess. As for manifesting generator signature, it is the satisfaction, but it is also freedom. Freedom to be able to use our energy in the way that it feels most rejuvenating for us. Manifestor's not self-theme is anger. When that anger bubbles up, this means you're not speaking up on how you want to use your energy, or someone is trying to direct your energy in a way that does not feel good for you. When anger comes up, it gives you an opportunity to see how you can reassess and move forward towards your goals. And your signature is peace. As a manifester, what can you do in your daily life that gives you the feeling of peace? As a projector, your not self theme is bitterness, envy, comparison. This is when your well-intentioned advice meets resistance. This can seem that your life feels more challenging and you begin to feel resentful. So be mindful when that bitterness comes through and evaluate where you can adjust. As a projector, your signature is success. What in your daily life can you do that makes you feel successful in your actions? As a reflector, your not self theme is disappointment. When you are disappointed, it is a sign from the universe that you need to take time away and release the energy that you've absorbed from other people. And when you are in alignment, you have the feeling of surprise and delight. So if you're overwhelmed with disappointment, it's time for you to step away, have some alone time, and recharge. Your signature is harmony. So what can you add into your daily life that makes you feel harmonious? So no journey is without challenges. So let's talk about how we can handle the detours, the roadblocks, and turn obstacles into stepping stones towards your happiness. Because resilience is key. So one, staying flexible and being able to adapt. This is something that I have learned over the years, and if it wasn't for my husband, whose number one strength is adaptability, I'm not sure where I would be in my journey. Because the reality is that challenges and detours are a natural part of the journey. So try to remain flexible, be open-minded, because what's a journey without unexpected obstacles? When this comes up, look for alternative routes or solutions to navigate around those roadblocks. Next up is maintain a positive mindset. What are some things that will help you cultivate a positive mindset when we're feeling down in our journey? This is a time where we need to focus on solutions rather than the problem at hand. And try to find gratitude on the ability to be able to work through these roadblocks. Because there's usually a lesson and an opportunity that comes from anything standing in our way. It's important for us to build a confidence and affirm our ability to overcome these obstacles so that we can grow stronger through adversity. It's also important for us to seek support, building the communities around us, finding the people that can keep us accountable, that can push us towards our goals. Family, coaches, accountability partners, anyone that can help you towards your goals. Try to start finding the like-minded people to help you work through that. This is my jam as a coach, so if that's something that you want to do, make sure you check out my offerings below. Sometimes it takes us being vulnerable to share our experiences to get the support from other people as well. This also will open up different perspectives that can help you through these different roadblocks. And if you're having a hard time finding the communities or the people, consider seeking professional support, such as therapy or coaching, to navigate these difficult situations. It's important to break down your challenges into manageable steps. A lot of times our goals or our challenges just seem too big, and when we can break them down, it can feel more manageable in the actions that we're taking. Because nothing's worse than being overwhelmed by the magnitude of the challenge in front of us. I recently had an issue coming up with my business in an area that I just didn't really know how to solve, and I said a little prayer, make it easy. I took some time away, I took a deep breath. I Googled, and a video that helped me solve this problem in 1 minute gave me the relief that I needed, that I was spending hours on this problem, and I was making it more complicated than it needed to be. So sometimes it's asking the universe to make it easy for you. Don't forget to celebrate the small victories along the way. The progress is important for you to celebrate. This helps maintain motivation and creates momentum in your goals and challenges in working towards your goals. Practice self-care. This is an important aspect of working towards your goals in happiness and fulfillment. If you don't feel cared for yourself, then you're not going to feel happiness and peace and fulfillment in your goals. So find ways to nourish your mind, body, and soul. You need to make time for activities that help you relax, recharge, and allow you to de-stress from your day. It's important for you to listen to your body and honor any messages that are coming through. Learn from setbacks. When we begin to look at setbacks as an opportunity for growth and learning, it opens a whole new door for us. So how can you reflect on your experience and how you can use it to improve in the future? This is where you adjust your approach or strategy based on the lessons you learned from the setbacks. Stay persistent and resilient. This allows you to stay committed to your goals and visions, even in the face of obstacles. How can you cultivate the resilience from bouncing back from these challenges? Because when you do, you'll be stronger than you ever were before. And just remember that setbacks are temporary and do not define your success or happiness. And of course, as always, the most important part is celebrate your progress. Always. You have to celebrate it in the midst of the goals that you're working towards, not when you get to it. If you're not celebrating yourself along the way, it's not going to feel fulfilling once you get there. So, no matter how small, celebrate your progress, recognize the resilience and the growth that you have cultivated along the way, and use your past successes as motivation towards your future. So, as we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this thought: your happiness is not a destination, it's a way of traveling through life. And when you craft these goals, embrace the joy, face the challenges, and surround yourself with a community that uplifts you. Remember that hitting the like button, sharing this content, and subscribing, you're not just supporting my channel, you're actively contributing to the flow of the 7 universal laws. Together, we're creating a vibrant, flowing stream of positivity and wisdom. So keep riding that cosmic current, keep sharing the love, and until our next rendezvous, stay true to your unique flow. See you in the next adventure. We'll chat soon. If you want to learn more, check the show notes and all the links mentioned at karadempsey.com/106.